Alright boys, in today's video we are going to be ranking every Shikai slash Bankai from S tier all the way down to absolutely garbage. If you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm doing like 3 or 4 huge giveaways at 15,000 subscribers. If you're not subbed up, we've been posting for 77 days straight on the road to 100, man. But I'm letting y'all know right now, disclaimer, before getting into this video, I am not one of the best players. I'm not claiming to be one of the best players, but I'll let y'all know right now, if you want to take your word from somebody who is about to hit top 100 leaderboard in the first 3 days, you can. If you don't want to take it, go ahead and it's good, bro. Go ahead and watch a different tier list video if you'd like to. But right now we're doing pretty good in ranked, and I'm gonna go ahead and rank these. A lot of them have been changed. But if you enjoy, like this video, let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. Let's go ahead and start off with Lightning, which is one of the best Shikais in the game right now. The Bankai is actually pretty good as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put this as great for now, and I probably at the end of the video will change it all up. And mind you guys, listen for the reasoning and the explanations to all of these instead of just yapping in the comment section and clicking to the end of the video, because you're not really going to get any context on why I put things where it was at. Anyways though, let's go ahead and go over I know I use this random thing for confusion, bro, but confusion actually used to be garbage. A lot of people hated this, and it actually moved up a ton, bro. A lot of people found out that the Z is true into C, and you can pretty much abuse people because they won't know what to do. And I'm letting y'all know right now, if you're playing against a confusion, hold click, because that is your block. You're gonna have to learn how to play against these confusion users if you're in ranked. And the Bankai is actually pretty insane too. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in pretty good for now, bro. Maybe it could be great, but for right now, we're just gonna go ahead and keep it in pretty good. Now, Shadow was the meta for a long time, but I think it became really easy to play against. You could block 2 of the moves pretty easily, and that little spike ball, if you're getting hit by that, bro, I don't know what you got going on, but just play a little bit more passive. We're gonna go ahead and put it into pretty good because it is still usable, and it's a good Shikai overall. The Bankai is okay. Throw them in a little domain, kind of immune for a while, but I wouldn't put it in A tier or S tier anymore. I think in my last tier list I did put it in A, but you know, it just became, once people learn how to play against these things, they're just not that good anymore, bro. Okay, now we got creation. Creation is usable, bro. It is pretty good. I've seen a lot of people use this. This was also meta for a little bit, but like I said, once you learn how to play against these things, they're just not that good anymore. You won't see too many of these in rank. The Bankai is okay, nothing really special. You get some huge swords and stuff like that. And then we got ugly ass poison, bro. This piece of garbage. Nobody can convince me otherwise that this is complete garbage, bro. There's no explanation. No, you know what, bro? If you think poison belongs anywhere else, comment down below and give me a reasoning right now so I can reply to you and tell you you're dumb as shit. Now we got wind, which actually just got buffed, bro. You could literally go into raids right now, go fight the wind. I don't know if it's a wind user. I don't know what the hell it is. One of the bosses will give you an attachment where it makes one of your moves guard break, bro. This just makes wind even better. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it into pretty good above confusion and shadow. It is not better than lightning though, but wind is actually pretty good. A lot of people have been using this in ranked and going crazy with this, specifically Hakata players. But if you roll wind, bro, the commons are actually on the uprise of becoming better than some of the rares and legendaries. Now, let's go ahead and talk about water. Before we rank this, I'm letting y'all know right now, there's some good players with water, and then the others are just complete garbage, bro. They just spam the move where they throw up their hand and have that little water pool come out, and they make it too obvious. They use it over and over at the same time. So if you're a good player, you can make water actually pretty good, but for the most part, I would say it's usable. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it at the bottom of pretty good for now, but water is most certainly usable, and you could actually be pretty good with it. So if you do have water, it's not the end of the world, bro. Now fire, it had its little meta rank for like 2 weeks, and then I'm pretty sure it just got nerfed and people just stopped using it again. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in usable above creation. There's nothing too special about it since the rework, and Yeah, some people could be pretty good with it, but for the most part, I would just put it as a usable Shikai. The Bankai is pretty crazy though. The same for Water. Water Bankai is actually pretty insane. That thing's busted. Now, a lot of people have been going and trying to defend Zangetsu, and you just won't really see any of these in ranked for the most part because some of the things are literally too predictable, or it's literally so loud in my ear, blasting in my ears, bro, that I know you're about to use Getsuga Tensho. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in pretty good. It's really not that bad at all. It's definitely better than Fire and Creation. Yeah, pretty good. This is good for me, guys. I'm letting y'all know right now. Like, this isn't like considered hella trash or anything like that. Now we got Berserk. We're gonna go ahead and just slam this into S tier right now, bro. People are abusing this. You can hold X and spacebar, bro, and literally fly at the player and destroy them 90 out of the 100 times, bro. This thing's actually going crazy right now. The Z move is pretty useless, which is why I said in my last video that I didn't really use Berserk over Ice. But definitely an S tier, definitely better than Lightning right now. Or maybe, yeah, I'd say it's better than Lightning right now. And it's definitely taken over. Greatsword Berserk has just started owning ranked, and the Bankai is pretty insane. Another piece of garbage, bro. We got Judgment. We're gonna go ahead. I think it's worse than Poison personally. You will never see this in the game at all. If you do see a player with this, you better run for your life, because either they might be the only Judgment player in the world. You might as well take a screenshot with, bro. Or they ran out of rerolls. Just go ahead and wipe the slot at this point, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Then we got Blood, man. Blood. Oh my god, its turnaround, its come up, it was crazy. It was known as one of the craziest Bankais. It was known as a really good Shikai, and then it fell off the map. Then later, people started figuring out, you know, Blood just got that sauce, and it's actually still really good in the game, and it's taken over specifically Yamato Speed Blood. This was my first Bankai, or no, this was my second Bankai in the game, in OG type soul. And it belongs in S tier, bro. This thing's pretty insane. Over Berserk as a Shikai? It's an interesting one, bro. We're just gonna go ahead and put it as like kind of like a tie. If we're talking Bankais, obviously Blood slams completely. But if we're talking about Shikais, you know, actually I would put it above Berserk. Now we got Ichibe Hyosube, man. Ink is pretty insane. A lot of people have been going crazy with Kendo with this. I just seen a video of somebody being on leaderboard last season, and that's over a month's time. Being on leaderboard is pretty crazy, not gonna lie to you guys. Ink has basically taken over with Kendo and is insane. You can cancel people's moves. The Bankai is insane. You have Ant. You literally could blow people up over and over and over. This is definitely S tier. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it above Blood and Berserk. But for most players, this is why I'm trying to rank it too, because most players won't be good with Ink because they don't know how to use it. But then you'll have those special people that are actually good at the game, and they'll make it look like Ink is just absolutely obliterating Blood and Berserk. So you gotta take that into mind too, bro. Now the Shikai that's gotten me upwards, I'm probably top 120 people on leaderboard right now. If there was a 120, aiming towards 100, I could hit it if I want to, but you know, it's been hot recently, bro, and I'm not trying to sweat too much on this game. But Ice, absolutely S tier. We're gonna go ahead and throw it above all. We're gonna throw it above Blood. We're gonna throw it above Berserk. Definitely. You have Mirror. You have a counter. I love Shikais that have a counter, and the Bankai is pretty insane. You literally just have a passive that freezes people over and over. They can't get out of combat or anything. You can run them down, whatever it may be. Ice is absolutely insane. The Shikai works really well. I don't like carving though. They do need to work on that hitbox because it did cost me a lot of games in ranked. But Ice is most definitely belongs in S tier. You guys can argue with me if you want. A lot of people are just gonna be like, oh, he's just throwing the legendaries in S tier. Well, some of them actually belong in S tier, bro. Now we got Flower. As a Shikai, it is pretty good. As a Bankai, it's absolutely insane. Keep somebody in your domain. You have insane M1 speed. You could just clap people left and right. It is pretty goated, bro. You won't see too many people in ranked use it though as a Shikai. You will see it more as a Bankai. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the top of great, or actually I would personally, as you guys just say, me personally, bro, I'm not speaking for the entire world, I'm not speaking for the whole Typeso community, I would personally use Lightning over Flower as a Shikai, bro. Now we got the most useless legendary added to the game. A lot of people were hyping this up, acting like it was actually good, bro. This thing is a piece of garbage. We're gonna go ahead and throw it into the at least it's the top in one of the tiers, bro. Top F tier. If you guys want to argue with me in the comment section down below, if you've gotten to the point where you can't block all of these super predictable moves, then I'm sorry to tell you, you're garbage at the game too, bro. You might as well go ahead, wipe the slop. Theater is the worst legendary in the game. It belongs as a common at the bottom of the commons, bro. Now we got Sui-Feng. If you ran into this Bankai, you probably got blown up at least 5 times and wondered why it does like 2 or 3 bars, which is absolutely insane. But even as a Shikai, Suzumabachi was taking rain and it was super insane, and it still is pretty insane. You just have to know how to use it, because unfortunately you could literally hold block and they won't be able to do anything. But it's most definitely in great tier. I'm not gonna lie. Would I put it above Flower? As a Shikai, I think I would put it above Flower. As a Bankai, I would put Flower above Sui-Feng. But we're going to go ahead and throw it right there. This is still a really usable, really great Shikai. And I recommend using it in rank, guys, because it is insane to use. Don't sleep on it, bro. So we went over the worst legendary in the game. Now let's go ahead and go over the worst mythical in the game, which is Benihime. This is still, I don't understand how Kyoka got reworked before Benihime. It doesn't make any sense to me, Cetro. But we're gonna go ahead and throw this into pretty good. It's still, you won't see it too much anymore because they kind of ruined it, but it's still usable. It's still pretty good. If you run into the right player, it is actually pretty good, but it just lost its place completely, bro. Like, as soon as they gutted it, like, it made it so bad, bro. They need to rework this ASAP, bro. Cetro, devs, if you're watching, rework this shit now, bro. Now, said the most broken mythicals in the game, Kyoka Suigetsu and Duality. Where are we going to be placing these? Duality has taken over the game a ton. You literally have like 6 different moves, yin and yang. But if you do learn to play against these, you can actually do really good against them, and they won't even look like mythicals anymore. With Kyoka Suigetsu, they do have Shatter, which you're gonna have to watch out for and try to avoid taking as much damage as possible. The X move, you can block it, so it's really not that hard since they reworked it. And then the C, that clone is either insanely busted and is gonna whoop your ass, or you're gonna be able to one-shot it and get lucky. There's really no in-betweens. But Kyoka Suigetsu overall was my main. I liked it a lot better than Duality. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this into great. It is a really insane mythical, and I would put these above it because, you know, Shatter's okay. The X can be rendered useless against the wrong player, against the right player. If you know how to time your C's right, then you will do really good with Kyoka Suigetsu. But for the most part, I would put it in great, and a lot of these other Shikai stomp on it, and they just nerfed the Bankai. So the Bankai's kind of, I wouldn't say useless. You're gonna win your fights, but I'd say it's one of the more boring Bankais because you really only get the Kudo Hitsugi, and that's about it. Do we place it above Berserk? I think we might place it above Berserk, guys. But I would say it's between great and S tier overall. Now, last but not least, we have Duality, yin and yang, bro. This thing can be insane with the right user, but for the most part, you'll run into people who just spam the moves and have no clue what they're doing with this, and you can block a lot of the things. One of the good things, though, is that one move that, like, you jump into the air and, like, shoot something down. It's usually true into some other moves. I've been running into a lot of that in ranked. We're gonna go ahead and throw this into great tier. I don't know if I would put it above light. I think it will go above Lightning, but not too high above Lightning. It's definitely above Flower, but it's not one of the better Shikais because a lot of people have learned to play against this, and that's usually how everything works, bro. They're gonna drop Shinso, they're gonna drop the Snow. We're gonna like, oh my god, this is so busted, and then 2 weeks later, we're like, wait, You could just counter that, you could block that. That doesn't even work that well. And then you find out where it actually belongs on a tier list. That about wraps up my tier list on the updated Shikai slash Bankai tier list. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Huge giveaways going on at 15K, bro. If you disagree with any of these takes, go ahead and comment down below and give me a reasoning why, bro. Give me a reasoning why you think these things are placed in certain spots or not. And you know what, just for the trolls, bro, I'm throwing Kyoka down here, I'm throwing Flower down here, I'm throwing Benahime down here, and throwing Berserk down here, just for the people who skip to the end. They're gonna be like, whoa, what's going on, bro? Yeah, bro, go watch the actual video for the reasoning of where I placed everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and catch you on the next one, man. Leave a like, subscribe. As always, it's your boy Yulixo. Peace.